Hello everyone. Good evening. Today we're going to present the topic of Salesforce data overview, and myself and Rajkumar are going to present today's session. Rajkumar is a senior software engineer and has been working with Mastech for nearly 6 years, and myself working with Mastech for nearly 3+ years as a software engineer 3 role. So let's jump on to the today's agenda. Uh, today's agenda, we're going to discuss about data cloud, is current business needs with data cloud, and the data availability and challenges which are facing in it. Transform customer experience as data in data cloud, and the introductions of data cloud and how it works, the architecture of it, and the use cases of data cloud and the capabilities which it has, and the requested data, how to request a data cloud trailer, and the setup for admins and the object overview and the permission set which we have in a data cloud, and conclude with the demonstration. Yeah. Moving over to Raj.
Yeah, thank you, Hari, for the quick introduction and the agenda. Um, uh, Myself, Rajkumar. Let's start with the current business needs. Businesses need to do more with less. To achieve this, they are following three ways. One is unification of data. Unification of data saves time, and it. If we look at the slide, 67% of tech resources freed up by modern data unification solutions. And second one is AI implementation. By implementing AI, the organizations reported like 79% of organizations um, faced a cost reduction. And third step is automation. By implementing automation, they are saving time for the development and testing. So these three steps, by using these three steps, we can achieve more with less concept. And to start with data unification, let's check the data availability. Um, if we check the data availability in our current technological space, we can say more data than ever, like engagement data, health data, or identity data, and web and mobile data. Like there are many type of data available in different databases, uh, like if you take this data, identity data, case data, these and all transactional data. Transactional data means like account record, which is frequently updated and stored in our transactional database. And if we take web and mobile data, like monitoring a website, it will generate data in real time, and it is stored in a data lake object. Uh, this type of data mostly immutable, and also in volume it is huge. So day by day data is growing, and there is a calculation like by 2025 we may have 100 zettabytes of data in our cloud space. So since we have a different data and stored in different databases, with this data we have a challenge. So we'll see the what challenge we are facing with this data for unification. So if you look at the challenge, the data integration is complex, and but it is a vital one. So by considering the volume of data and it's stored in a siloed systems, so it is increasing the integration time, and also it increase the maintenance cost, and it need a separate security and compliance uh, structure to maintain this. And also we need a technical expertise to do the integration. So if you look, 36% of IT time is spent designing, building, and testing custom integrations. So to overcome this, how Salesforce is following the customer experience with data. So in Salesforce, we already have a data, and we have a Salesforce is a, by default it's a CRM, and it has a AI capabilities. So as I said, Salesforce has a data, but the data is stored in a different formats in different clouds. Like in Sales Cloud, we have people data as lead, and in Service Cloud we have like contact, and if it is a uh, Marketing Cloud we have like a subscriber. So for people we have a three different types of data. So here comes the data cloud. It will club all these three types of uh, people on the phone. If you are not talking, please can you mute? Yeah. As I said, these three types of data will be unified using data cloud. So by combining AI and data cloud and CRM, we can transform the customer experience with the unified data. So let's see the introduction to the data cloud. In data cloud, there are three main. Can you please go on mute? Okay. Let's see the introduction to the data cloud. A data cloud has three main uh, functionalities. One is connect, unify all our customer data at a scale from any source with out of the box connectors. We can use this connect functionality. Once we connected the data, since we are connecting data from multiple sources, the data format will be different. So we have to harmonize the data. So to harmonize the data based on the customer preference and uh, the activity what they are going to implement in real time, we have to adapt for that. That is done using harmonize. And third step is activate. Uh, Using activate, we can empower teams to create intelligent automated experience across the customer 360 with unified data. So this is the introduction about data cloud, and let's see how data cloud works. So as I said, data cloud is efficient when we connect data from multiple sources. So for case if we have a single system and we are getting that data and we are acting on that data, in that case, uh, data cloud won't be a, obvious choice. Whenever we are connecting data from multiple sources, like we have a data stored in Salesforce CRM or other CRMs, and third-party cloud storages like AWS or any other websites, and any other legacy systems. So if we want to connect all these datas, we can on that case we can use data cloud. If we want to connect legacy systems, we can use MuleSoft. If predefined data connectors is not available, we can go with MuleSoft Anypoint, so that we can connect all type of databases in our Salesforce data cloud. So once we collect this data sources, we need to connect with our data cloud. So for getting data from this data source to our data cloud, we have a two option. One is batch, and another one is a streaming ingestion. Batch is like the bunch of data coming into our data cloud at same time. So if we are um, getting bunch of data into our data cloud same time, we can use batch. And streaming ingestion is like injecting the near real time data into our data cloud, like the daily activities tracked by our smartwatch will be stored in some database, right? So that data we can store in our data cloud by using the streaming ingestion. So once we connect all data sources and we get the data into our data cloud, since we are connecting these data from multiple data sources, the data model for each source will be different. So we have to harmonize the data. Basically, in Harmonize, step, we are going to map the different data source data models into a single data model, that is customer 360 data model, which is available in our data cloud. So we'll map each data source record to our customer 360 data model in Harmonize step. Once you complete the Harmonize step, we'll have a consistent data model, that is customer 360 data model. For example, if we are connecting people record like from case and leads and sorry, from leads and contact and from profile from different data source like market subscriber belongs to marketing. So if we connect these three different uh, data records which belongs to a person, but it's stored in a different uh, data models, it has different information. Every record has a different information, so we have to connect using Harmonize. So once after the Harmonize, we'll have only all these records is mapped with profile. In Harmonize step, we'll create as I said, we have a customer 360 data model. In the data model, we can create only based on three type of records, that is profile and engagement and other. So in these three categories, we can map the data records which are coming from different data source. So next step is unification of data. After Harmonize, we'll have a three records like for example, lead. If we are connecting lead and contact and subscriber from marketing cloud, so we'll have three record connect once available in our data lake object, and we need to combine based on some matching rules, like based on either email or last name, like that. Using the fuzzy names and email, we can club all these three records into a single record, and that will be created stored in another data table, and also it will have the linkage to the previous data where it is mapped with. So in unification step, we'll create a single record that is considered as single source of truth. Once we complete this unification, we'll have the unified data, that is a single source of truth. In that data, we can implement the analytics and get the insights. And if we need, we can train our AI models, and also we can create apps and we can do some actions. And not only that, if we want to feed this data back to our CRM and we need to make any decision based on that, we can do that using flows. This is how data cloud works. Next is going to see about architectural view. If you see, the data cloud is reside on top of the layer. So on bottom of the layer, so the above layers can use data cloud like our transactional database, like how we are accessing our account in our lightning view. Likewise, we can access data cloud objects as well. It looks like a same like sales cloud and service cloud, but the database architecture is like lakehouse architecture. It stores a lot of data compared to transactional database. Let's see about use cases for data cloud across industries. So in financial industries, we can identify major life events to grow deposits and generate revenue. And also we can detect possible fraudulent transaction and launch a real-time journey to notify customers to review any suspicious behavior. Like if I lost a credit card and my real-time transactions is stored in our database. Then based by defining some calculated metrics, bank can find whether this data is whether this transaction is fraudulent or not. If it is fraudulent, they can take immediate action. And next, if you see healthcare and life sciences, as I said previously, our smartwatch is having our daily activity data, and also our health records are stored in different telemetric systems. So by combining this, we can provide a health score to the particular person, and we can reduce the risk for that particular person. We can serve better. And if you see the next use cases like retail and consumer goods, here we can personalize ads. Once we create a unified data based on that uh, person activity, we can personalize ads and audiences. We can do that. And in media and communications, we can identify an optimal purchasing window for new devices and services by combining historical transaction and real-time behavioral data. So we can do upsell. So these are some of the data cloud use cases. So forward, we are going to see about capabilities, data cloud capabilities. First one is connect. As I said, data cloud offers multiple methods to allow users to connect their data by using standard connectors or APIs. And MuleSoft connectors is standard connectors. They offer like CRM, Salesforce CRM, Marketing Cloud, Email Studio, Mobile Connect. By using these standard connectors, we can, without uh, code, we can, by using point and click, we can easily connect our data into a data cloud. And APIs, API has two types. One is bulk API and streaming API. Bulk API will provide possibility to get the data as a bunch of records, and streaming will provide real-time data. And if the data which stored in a system is it's a old legacy system, it is not available to connect using these connectors or APIs, we can use MuleSoft Anypoint. It has a dozens of pre-configured connectors for common platforms to easily and quickly transfer data between the systems. And next step is Harmonize. As I said, with Data Cloud, with this Harmonize step, you can map data between connected data sources and customer 360 data model. If you see the image left side, it is a contact. This is a connected data source. Has this account ID and assistant these fields. And if right side, we have a the customer 360 data model. It is mapped based on our use case. This is done in Harmonize step. And the next one is unification. One of the critical feature of data cloud is identity resolution. So identity resolution is process of identifying and linking all different data records that refer to the same real world entity or object, such as person. In our previous case, as we see, a same person contact record is created in different format in different in three systems, right? So likewise, this identity resolution will find that scenario, and it will create as a one record. It's important task in data management and analysis, as it help to ensure data quality, reduce redundancy, and improve integration. In this step, will unlock the single source of truth inside our data. And in this case, this is next step: analyze and predict. Once we unify our data, we can implement analysis, and we can predict the insights about our data. This is, if you look at this image, this is a Tableau image by using Tableau. They have generated the campaign story with the data. So likewise, using analytics, we can make a informed decision, data-driven decision. And next step is act. Once we analyze and predict the data, we can create a segments and activate them in anywhere. Comprehensive data access, we can access data from marketing, sales, service, commerce, data warehouses, and lakes. And smarter data is like we can integrate using ancient calculated attributes to add module data like propensity and customer lifetime value scores like that. Immediate result. We can immediately run the queries and we can use drag and drop segment tools to test and build audiences with incredible speed at an enterprise scale. We can activate anywhere, activate data for advertising or marketing and personalization through every marketing cloud product, and we can send this data to external partner or as well. This is we can use by flow. We can if we made any data changes in our data cloud object, we can trigger flow, and we can using flow we can achieve this. Next, we will be taking care by Hariharan. Over to you, Hariharan.
Uh, Thank you, Raj. So
Before that, do you have any queries still now? Okay. Over to you, Hariharan. Take it.
so the Yep, we have some pre-request stuffs to do to create an trial org for Data Cloud. So Data Cloud is not a free org as we have as developer account. So we need to have an account with the partner learning camp of Salesforce, and we should enroll the curriculum to course of Data Cloud org. And in the curriculum, we will get an activity to create to submit a form to request for a data cloud. So this form we need to give an email that is our company email should be used, and uh, this there is some rule here for this trial arc. It will be expired in 90 days, and this trial arc cannot be extended more than 90 days. And this trial arc is falls under enterprise edition. And we have some more steps to do for an admin before we explore function features with Sales Cloud gives to us. Um, the first thing is to where as we set up an org for developer org, we will get an invite link from our password reset link to our email, which we used for login, and we can create the account. And we will be having a permission set. That's the very basic step to be given for an admin user. That permission set is data cloud admin that will be added to system admin user. So then we can see the data cloud setup in the on click of get account. And also moving forward, we need to give some additional permissions in an user interface level, that is enable set audit field upon record creation. And also we have to create one new permission set with the name of allow modification if we access create case object. So yeah, let's move forward. Here we have there are a couple of permission sets. It's given by Sales Cloud. These clouds, it has different features. For Data Cloud admin, the user which has assigned to this permission set can access all the functionalities within the Data Cloud. So including mapping data from source arc to the target. And the Data Cloud users can view all the feature of Data Cloud, which the user is allocated to assign to Data Cloud user permission set. And these we are having separate permission set for Marketing Cloud as well. Marketing Cloud as well. moving to next topic is there are a couple of objects falling under this data cloud setup, and the main is about data stream, data lake, object, and data model. These tabs are focused on injecting data from source org to target org and create data model. And data explore and data explore and profile explore where the tab where we view the data. It's a data viewing tool allowing us to view the data that we injected from source org, and that can be unified as a as a profile. And and the identity resolution, where we can reconcile rule, we will be creating a rule set to segregate the data which we fetched from the source org. That can be unified here as individual records. So moving forward, let's go with the demo. So once we get started with Sales Cloud, um, before going to the setup, we have to uh, enable the user permissions and assign user to the data cloud admin permission. So then we will be able to view the data cloud setup. So in this one, we have options, configure options to connect the external source or uh, so this is the homework that is installed our data cloud. If you want to connect with the homework, we can click on connect. That is where the data org is created, data cloud is created. And if you want to connect with any another org, that gonna be act as source org, we just want to click on connect, and this navigates to a login page as usual. And once you give your credentials, this redirects to your this gets connected to your data cloud org. And we have standard data bundles that to get data from uh, multiple objects at the same time in a single data stream. So in standard data bundle objects, we have a couple, that is Sales Cloud and Sales Cloud. Just we can simply install this and we can get data from multiple objects in from data streams. So in data stream, where this tab where we connect with the external source, we have multiple data streams to unify the data in from data cloud. So we are connecting with Salesforce CRM org, and if you click on next, you will see a list of org which gets connected to this data cloud, where as we can do as data bundle as well as single unique objects as we want as per the business need. And here data bundle, here if we click on service, these are the standard data bundles. These three objects include in the service data bundle here. And if you click on next, and here where this we are mapping the fields that we want to fetch data from source org to the target org. And the source org is the connected org. And the required fields cannot be unmapped. It should be mapped here as well. And uh, we can map other fields as per our data need. And this new formula field, we can create a formula field as we're creating in Salesforce org to segregate the data. And we can that based on this formula criteria, the fetched data will be viewed in the Data Explorer tab. And if you click on next, we have an option to deploy this data stream. So here where data lake objects comes in. So this data stream, when data stream gets connected, data lake object gets created with the data, along with the field which we are wanted to get fetched from the source org. So to view a data model, click on the data. Yeah, okay, so these are the fields where we. These are the fields we are trying to fetch from source org, and here we can review it. So this is the data lake object fields and we can, yeah, the left side is the data lake object fields, and the right side is the data model object fields. So we are just harmonizing it and save the data lake object. So in data model is the connector between data stream and data lake object. And the data explorer, in the data explorer tab, we can see the review the data which we uh, fetch from source org and to the target org. So for example, data lake object. So I fetched case object from the source org. So previously I've told, right, the formula field. So based on this is the custom formula field that I built while creating a data stream. So based on this, the record is categorized. And we have a tab called data space here. So data space is a way for you to organize your data for profile and unification in data cloud. So we can, by default, uh, the data space we have in data cloud is in the name of default, and that cannot be deleted. And we can create a new data space, and we can segregate the data based on the filter values. So when we create new data space, a permission set will be enabled automatically, and that permission set be to be assigned to the admin user of data cloud. And we can add data here by using the data lake object which we have, and we can use some set of filters here to fetch data based on the criteria we want. So that can be stored in data space. And identity resolution object where we can create a rule set to club two or more data into unified data based on the rule set which we are creating in the identity resolution object. So this acts as a single source of truth. So by this data, we can implement analysis and AI predictions, and we can circle back this data to into a Salesforce CRM or which flows and act as a unified data. So these are the objects which we get from Data Cloud.
To add upon this, while connecting the source org to this data cloud, to connect data stream, what are the object you want to connect here? While you click the connect option in cloud setup, data cloud setup, yeah, when you click connect in Salesforce CRM, if you click new and connect, in that connected or there will be one permission set will be created like uh, data cloud Salesforce connector. In that permission set, we have to enable the permissions for the object which we are going to import from this source org to our connected org. Otherwise, you won't see those objects in our data cloud. So if we done that, then we can, by using the data stream, we can import here. Yeah, this is the quick demo and overview of our data cloud. Do you have any questions, guys?
Team, is anyone have any questions?
Is it restricted to the Data Cloud app or is it different? Like there are Sales Cloud, Service Cloud. Similar to that, there is one more cloud, Data Cloud.
Yeah, it is natively integrated in our Salesforce ecosystem, as I said previously. Like Sales Cloud and Data Cloud, Sales Cloud and Service Cloud, it is a natively integrated cloud for storing in the uh, data and to unify the data from other data sources. Like this data cloud, data architecture will be like data lake, like it can handle um, billions of data. It so it's similar to sales and service data cloud, but sales and service cloud, but the data base architecture is different compared to sales and service cloud.
Okay, so remaining functionality is similar to the Sales and Service Cloud. Like
Yeah.
there we have flows and
Mhm.
Apex classes, all those functionalities similar.
Yeah, since the data cloud resides on bottom of the layer, the above, as I said, the above layers you mentioned like Apex and LWC component flow. These are all top layer functionalities. So these tools can easily access data cloud like transactional database, which has like sales and service cloud. Only based there are few security limitations, like in transactional database, that is sales and service cloud, we can restrict based on user and role. Like that we can implement few security restriction, but in data cloud that is not possible due to the volume of data it is handling, and the security is based on attribute only. In data cloud it is not based on user or role. So there are few limitations, but it act like sales and service cloud.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Uh, Very sorry to ask this question. I've joined recently. Hope you can hear me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just wanted to understand, keeping Sales Cloud and Service Cloud in mind, why do we have Data Cloud in picture? What exactly is the foundation or the requirement for Data Cloud? If someone asks, then what should ideally be the answer? What should be the gist of it?
Yeah, in sales and service cloud, we are storing mostly the transactional data, like the data which we are updating frequently and storing. But the real-time data, like the activity which is tracked by a smartwatch daily. For example, in healthcare, we have a real-time monitoring data, and also the test records, like which is taken and stored in a like in sales or service cloud transactional database. So to combine this different data stored in different database, the data cloud acting as a hub, and it is combining the data which are stored in sales service, also the third party systems related to that particular context, and getting the data in data cloud, and it is there we are creating unified single source of a single source, so that we can have a reliable data and we can act on it.
All right. Okay, so this is basically a base, what you're saying. On top of it, we have transactional information and sales and service cloud?
Yeah.
We can bring all data from not only with Salesforce, we can